Hi guys, it's Shelby from Farmhouse Living. I am standing in my freshly demoed house right now. It's our skyline project, so we're really excited to get started on this, but I did want to share some really good advice while I was in the middle of it, mostly for myself, not just for you. I'm trying to preach myself how to get through this. So I wanted to share my best tips in living through and in a renovation. My mom just completed her project. We'll share that soon as we're getting things, putting them in place. But she remodeled her kitchen, her living area, her dining area, and her entry. And so she lived kitchenless for 3 months. So we wanted to give our tips on how to live in a space that is dusty, dirty, with people you're not familiar living within, in and out regularly, and just constant chaos. My first tip is don't give up on life. We came into my mom's house one day and just found a jar of tartar sauce on her dresser, a shoe, and a pacifier on her nightstand. She doesn't have a baby. I don't know what's going on in that situation, but I think it's really easy when you're in utter chaos, you're in a mess, just to be like, well, when it's over, I'll clean up. You really gotta make a space for yourself. So even though she was kitchenless, it was important that we created a sanctuary of sorts for her in the bedroom so that my mom and my dad and their dogs could live in somewhat peace during a 2.5-month kitchenless remodel. I know it's hard, guys, but just make a space. It's worth it. Don't give up on life. Insert clip of mom giving up on life.
Really giving up on life. I need prayer. Somebody pray for me. It's bad. It's bad. There's scotch in the closet.
This is not my advice to live in remodel. This is not how you should live in remodel. Seriously, what is happening? You're not trying.
There's a shoe.
There's a shoe. And there's a shoe, Starbucks coffee, a pacifier. You don't even have a baby. It's bad.
Pray for me. Just pray for me.
And I'm mostly concerned that you're not even fighting with me about filming this. My second tip is about living kitchenless. It's not just about being clean, but it's about changing your entire routine. I'm sure you don't eat out every meal. Normal people use their kitchens and they make dinner. But when you don't have a kitchen, you gotta figure out how are you going to feed and fuel yourself. This sounds so silly, like just eat out for 3 months, but it really does. It changes your mood, your behavior. You start to get irritated with everyone because you've been eating fast food every meal and you're tired and you don't have a space that you can rest in. So set up a little space just for, making a meal, whether that's sandwiches or using a microwave. I had one Instagram friend mention using crock pots, pancake griddles, things that you can use in another space other than your kitchen. I know it sounds crazy, but even when we were renovating, the guys that were laying the hardwoods were outside making street-style tacos on a pancake griddle plugged into an extension cord. There are ways to cook without a kitchen. You just gotta get creative. My third tip is to be patient. It's probably gonna take longer than you think. Mom's project took about 2 weeks longer than she thought. Patience is key, not only because construction takes longer, or getting a permit, working with the city, waiting on subs to be lined out perfectly, to come on time, or even figuring out what you wanna do with your space. Sometimes it's the holdup is you. I'm really struggling to pick out my bathroom tile right now, so I am the holdup. But not only is it in the process, it's after, even when you finish the project, making sure your things are in place, getting organized, moving back into your house. It's a long process. It's kind of like, double moving when you renovate. So just have patience, have grace with yourself, do a little bit at a time, and don't get overwhelmed. Again, I'm preaching to myself. I can do this. I'm gonna be okay. Tip 4 is just to be involved. I think it's so intimidating when you're doing construction to feel like, I don't know anything about plumbing, electrical, really anything technical with construction, but I'm not afraid to ask questions because it's my house and I want to know what's happening. So, you know, we're rewiring this entire house and I want to know what we're putting in this and that we're safe and that it's gonna last. Even if we move out, the next family here is gonna love it because of the updates that we made. Tip 5 is just to enjoy the process. I know that sounds so cliche and you're gonna be like, what a waste of a tip, but really, again, I'm telling you, I'm coaching myself in this video. You can either be miserable in a messy, cluttered, crazy, chaotic, jumbled up decision-making series of weeks or years, months, or you can just have fun. I hope this is a season that we never forget. We've laughed, we've planned, we've made relationships, and I hope that also me enjoying the process inspires you to enjoy the process, because I do know sometimes it's not fun, but I believe it's worth it, and I believe the result will not only change your own home, your own family, but your neighborhood, inspire your neighbors to renovate, and make updates that are worth it to the entire city. It really can shift a lot of things. So just be happy. So I hope this inspires you if you've started a renovation, or you're about to start a renovation, or you're thinking about buying a house that needs a little updating. I hope it inspires you to take it on, be brave, enjoy it, learn. This is character building, people, and it's worth it. So if you have more tips that I missed, please leave them in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and if you have some ideas on some other videos that we can create, especially during our renovation process, just let me know in the comments. I love to hear from you. This was once the garage, and it is becoming a master bedroom. I just can't tell yet. And the kitchen. It's looking better.